Today we're back in Zeepkist, and I built a track based on a kacky concept that I don't think has ever been done before. I call this ball riding kacky, and in the last update, Unique added logic blocks, and part of that, he also added balls as collidable objects, and so it's a really simple track. All you have to do is basically start lined up here, hit the back of the ball, and then we have to ride the ball down all the way to the finish. Now, I did put a nice little I'm sorry, because this is incredibly difficult to do. I did validate it. I do have a validation run. So, you know, I'm really happy about that because, of course, I had to make sure it would work, but it took hours, and I'm not happy about it. The problem is the ball does all sorts of weird stuff because your wheels are still rolling on the ball, you can see, right? We're still rolling. Anyway, it's totally possible to do, 100% able to make it to the finish, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I just really wanted to try this because, you know, it's kind of like reminds me of, you know, running on barrels when you're a kid. You know, you get those big steel drums and you run on them backwards and you have to go forwards, and I thought, bet you we could try that in Zeepkist. So let me know what you guys think. We're gonna bring it into a public lobby with my friends, and I'll probably destroy them because I don't think anybody's gonna finish this. Honestly, it took me like over an hour to get one run. So we'll see what happens. All right, you guys like kacky tracks, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Always.
You're fine.
I thought of a
No.
new kacky idea that could only work with the new update with the balls. So I'm not sure if it's been done before.
Specifically like stopped me from working. You're like, hey man, come play Zeepkist
I
tracks.
apologize though. I said, I say I'm sorry.
True. Yeah, that does make
You
everything
see what
better.
you see what I did?
Oh, this is
man.
cool. I love this.
It's a trials map.
Yep.
This is cool.
So it's totally doable. I validated this,
Yes.
100% legit. You
This
know,
is awesome.
obviously, the one thing you got to think about, which I didn't realize until after the fact, is the ball is
No
rotating
thinking.
backwards against your car, so your car behaves as if you're driving in reverse the whole time.
Right.
So
it wants to keep flipping forwards.
it wants to keep flipping forward, so you got to be super sensitive with your steering. But if you brake, you'll move forward on the ball, right? If you release, you'll... Anyway, this is the track. Good luck.
No. If you go arms up.
Well, you know, this
Oh,
I'm in photo
man.
mode right now because you can't see people's balls, but you can see all the cars like falling and dying to see how far they get. People are making it pretty far.
Yeah,
I
was
did
like-
put the finish far enough away, so if you try and tumble down, you won't make it. Like, you need to ride the ball till the end to make it. So yeah. I wasn't sure if anybody had made this kind of kacky track in Zeepkist before, hence why I wanted to try it, and hence this is where we're at. I thought it
Nice.
was
I haven't
cool.
seen anyone
This is where
like...
this is where we're
Nah,
at now.
this
And
is
what we're doing.
this is new.
This
This
is
is
new.
new.
Yeah, this is. I thought it was a
Yeah, for
cool.
sure.
I just tried. So this is a very simple track. Obviously, I just tried to get the mechanics of it working. It was very hard to get
Oh, God.
the boost timing and the position of the boost to the ball because the ball's already on the slope. It starts rolling like as soon as the map starts, right? And all that is like really hard to. It's really finicky.
This
to
is
get,
literally like if like that Jigsaw guy would like got over the microphone and was like, hey guys, do you want to hear how I did all this stuff?
yeah, how you're about to die.
So
Like-
basically, I went to Home Depot and I got a bunch of butane, right?
yeah, and some chainsaws.
Unreal. Like, yeah, man, I really want to hear this.
Anyway, I validated it,
kidding.
so like I don't care if you guys validate it or not or get a, you know, the time. Obviously,
Nice.
I cannot wait to see that validation run.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
me
tell
too.
you right now, on the validation, I was hanging super low on the ball, and then I slammed the brake, and the ball grabbed me and whipped me up over it, and then I
that's
made
awesome.
it through. Like I was hanging on by a thread. I almost like on the back side of it, right? You want to be on the back
backside of your
side
ball?
because on the front side you're just leaning forward. On the back side you kind of have some control, right? So it's
I'm not finding any control.
good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm sort of just bouncing off of it when I land on
So
it.
Yeah.
I will tell you right off the bat: hold hands up and
Yeah, gotta hold hands up a
and
bit.
tap
I
your
noticed.
brake
Please,
until you're
please,
on the ball.
please,
Did you do it? Did you do it?
no,
Did you do it?
Bounced off the finish line.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I bounced off the finish to get in as well. Two-Face, I did not validate it going through the finish smooth.
Oh, boy.
God dang it. But yeah,
Oh, boy.
it's
I
tough.
found some weird thing just now. If you get on the side of the ball and you just hold brake, you'll kind of just stay there.
Yeah, so that's
the
that's how
side
I
of the ball?
validated, dude. You like float at just the right spot, and then you hold brake, and then let off brake, and just hold it again, and you'll kind of float in reverse on the edge of the ball. Yeah, that's how I validated it. You'll see. I have a whole video. It's great. Can't wait to show you guys. It's so hard.
Can't wait
though.
to watch.
Oh god dang it. I made it like 3/4
It's
of the way.
only.
Yeah, there
it's
you go.
only
Author
12
time 12
seconds.
5 4 7. So should have
My
made it
goodness.
longer. Someone, what are you?
Lol.
You insane? You know how hard this is?
Oh, what? That didn't work.
Don't ask how long it took me to validate. I said about an hour. About true. But I only record it when I validate in like 10-minute chunks. That way when I get the run, I don't have to go through like an hour of footage.
It's exactly.
So I only have the last 10-minute chunk. So I can show you guys that 10-minute chunk.
No, man, it only took you 10 minutes to validate it. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, it was only 10 minutes for sure. It was only like, 100 runs in 10 minutes or something. Is this at all possible on keyboard? I don't know, actually.
Anything that's possible on keyboard is possible.
It's
on
all
controller.
possible, yeah.
It is? Like, it's...
Yeah, I mean, there's
It's called
There's-
skill issue.
what do you call it? The percentage things.
Right,
action
oh yeah,
keys
the
or whatever.
dampening. Right, yeah, the...
Yeah, that's only for steering.
Yeah, but
What?
in this, I'm
Everything
just-
else is digital on controller other than steering. What's the difference?
No, you can do Oh no, you're right. It isn't. Yeah, you're right. No, because his input takes whatever. Even if you do like a little bit of trigger, it still gives you 100%.
No, but that was the point that I
Yeah.
was making. Is like it's
Yeah.
all just your ability to manipulate your controls. It's nothing to do with like
Right, yeah, no,
keyboard
you're right.
controller, like flight stick. Like it doesn't matter. If
Oh, I was hanging off the
capable,
back of the
then you
ball
do
and I
it.
made it so far. God dang it! I really want to get this in a lobby, man. This is a free win if someone can get it.
I've made it
I was seriously
halfway.
Oh,
so close.
I
seriously
slapped my
close.
brake and I'm now in reverse on the back of the ball, going backwards up the ball, tapping my brake periodically to like stay on the back of it, hanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I flip my brake, I do a 180 as soon as I hit the ball, or I try to, and then I try and just like hover in reverse because that's the natural direction like the Zeepkist wants to go. But it's so hard to like keep it on.
Oh, this is so difficult, man.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make a kacky track that no one had seen before, so I dug deep for this one. It's only a few parts, but it was just the concept.
when I turn
right?
around, it bucks me.
I
Like
was
when
just,
I do a 180 on it, it bucks me off. Unfortunately.
now I want to see one of the pro like Zeepkist kacky players actually make a track that
There's not
incorporates this.
very many kacky and Zeepkist players.
'Cause you don't have
there
throttle,
are
right?
some. There was like a dedicated server that was kacky and Zeepkist for a while, but I don't know. I don't know if that's still a thing or.
Someone's just blaring their horn.
Yeah, the horns are kind of aggro.
Is there a way to turn
I'm
off
sure you can
horn?
turn that off somewhere, but
There is.
Hiding players.
There's also
Whoa.
a turn horns off in the settings
Yeah.
option, I think.
Okay, well, I hid the players. See if I can just put down a time. Yeah, I think someone's
Can't
just
seem to
like sitting there
find-
blaring their horn because they're mad.
can you find the correlation between like movement and braking for some reason? It like
Yeah,
changes
it's-
on me.
It's because the ball is such a weird surface and it's rolling in the wrong direction.
Ugh.
Dude, I got so close.
No.
Yeah, like sometimes brake does what I need it to. Sometimes brake does the opposite.
Yeah, I feel like
I tried.
the Unity physics on the ball sucks too. But yeah, anyway, what were you saying,
I
Dabber?
mean, we were never meant to ride on the balls.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, I'm sure
But
that's
then-
what Unique would be saying right now if he were here.
It's like, why
Yep.
did you ride on the balls?
Yeah.
Why?
What were you saying, Dabber?
Oh, I was just saying how I tried so hard and got so far.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay, I have a theory. I have a theory. And I'm gonna give this tip because I
At
want
least you guys
somebody
get
to
to see me
finish.
say I'm sorry a bunch.
I think you have to brake a little bit at the beginning so that you fall on its like backside, not on the top, but like on its backside
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, absolutely. That's what I do.
Okay.
The times that I've hit the finish line twice, I've just floated on either the left or right side of the ball.
See, I've tried that and it just bounces me off. It's-
It's definitely like a luck thing. I'm not gonna say it's like a skill thing at all.
Right.
Like I lucked out, figured it out, and was
Oh
like,
yeah, I know 100.
am
I think
making this?
100%. There's definitely some Unity physics at play. You have to be like just on the backside of the ball, but not so low that it wants to flip you off.
Mhm.
The one thing I found when I did my validation run is that I removed my hands up once I got on the ball and stopped doing
Yeah.
hands up, and that seemed to help. But again, it's so hard.
Mhm.
But I'm so
Oh,
glad I
that's so
validated it because
far.
I do not need to do it again. But I figured, you know, since it was only like 20 parts to make this map, that's why I figured I would, you know, just let you know I'm sorry right off the. Every time you respawn, you get reminded, you know, I'm just letting you know I'm sorry.
I'm
starting to figure it out. I'm starting to figure it out.
You should write a song at the beginning so people could have heard the song every time they reset.
Just some weird like. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that with the track.
It's
that
just
was,
like the beat to Eminem's cleaning out the closet, you know.
my God, I just
Sorry,
want this free
Mama.
win. It's such a free win if anybody gets it, you know, like it's. And then of course someone will get it and someone will put a better time down immediately after, and then we'll all hate ourselves. But here we go.
don't
No,
hate yourself.
God dang it, it's so hard.
It's not healthy.
I've bounced off the finish line like 3 times now.
Really? I bounced
so
off and
sad,
in
yeah.
for my validation.
That's crazy.
By the way, I validated this twice just to be a real. So the first time I validated, I had to finish right at the end, like right at the end of the barricade, and like at the end of the platform. And then I was like, wait a minute, could someone just like slam into the platform and roll down it and win? And I tried it, and you could just drive off, completely dodge the ball, and get lucky with the body bounces and make it to the finish. So I'm like, oh, I have to put a gap now. So then I had to put a gap between the finish and the platform, but then I had to revalidate it to make sure you could make that gap, right? And you totally. So it was anyway, it was a nightmare. But yes, it's totally possible.
I'm impressed.
Oh, someone did it!
Oh, somebody got it.
Wow!
Nice.
No way!
That's
Someone
awesome.
actually got it.
Wicked.
I don't know if that's faster than my author time, but it doesn't even matter. That's insane.
The fact that it like thinks it's going in reverse is such a killer.
Oh, cause your wheels
really
are spinning
is.
backwards, right? Like
Yeah,
it's,
because
it whips
and
you
the
around
wheels
if
start
you do
doing
any correction.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
and then it's like to correct it, you have to almost know what it's gonna do, but you can't correct it because it just whips you around.
no, it's so hard. This is honestly
it's luck.
like
I just have
hardest-
to accept that like some of this is luck.
Yeah.
A lot of Zeepkist is luck, let's be honest.
Like you know, yeah, like if you want it to be, I just mean, you know, like it doesn't have to be,
Oh,
but
man, I can't believe. Okay, this is my
This
last. run.
certainly
This
is.
it. Okay, and I already screwed it up.
Well,
Well, that's
GG.
that.
GG's, yeah,
Dang.
cool concept.
Yeah, I was,
Definitely-
I
definitely
was
a
really
khaki
hoping
track.
it would be me as the guy who got it, but I mean, it took me an hour to do it once, so.
Power of editing, bro.
Yeah, well, thank God I have a validation run. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you check out the other guys'
Mold cheese.
videos. I'll put the links in the description, and give us other ideas for tracks. Like, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.